Hey there folks, Joe Disanto here. Thanks for joining me in another video. Okay, in this video I'm going to talk about general differences between Quicken Classic and what I call Quicken New, or the new web-based product, and why you might choose one or the other and what the differences are. All right, see you in the video. I'm going to start here just on the Quicken website real quick to show you what products they kind of have. If you go over here to Quicken Plans and Pricing, you see this on the personal side, just Quicken Simplifi. This purple logo is the new web-based product line. As you can see, web and mobile only. The one with the red logo is Quicken Classic, and that is the old classic locally installed software that's been around forever. Most likely, I think at the end of this video, you're going to say I'm going to go with the web-based version because that's the future, obviously. But I'm just going to show you the differences and at least clarify why you're seeing all these different logos. So with the personal product, the Quicken New is only Simplifi. With Quicken Classic, they had these two levels, Deluxe and Premier, slightly different amount of features. It's all the same software. When you buy one higher level than the other, it just turns on a few more things in the same software. So on the personal side, that's the option. Then if you go to business here, you're now going to see what I call Quicken New Web-Based Business and Personal. And then, of course, there is the Quicken Classic Business and Personal over here as well in the red logo. Hey, quick interruption. If you're trying to get your personal finances to the next level and really create financial security for yourself, check out my course, Personal Finance Mastery, at the link below. So we're going to look at those two products. Now, the Quicken Classic, being it is a locally installed program, they have a Mac version and a PC version. So if you were going to go with the local install, you'd pick one, whether you're in a Mac or PC. I might have confused you slightly here because what you're looking at here on my screen is the PC version, but I am on a Mac. I know that's kind of super confusing. I run Quicken Windows using Parallels on my Mac because I used to, back in the day, had just a PC and I was always on the Windows version and I didn't want to switch to the Mac version, and I had Parallels anyway on my Mac, so I just adopted this method. But so we are looking at the Quicken Classic Windows version here, and over here we are looking at the fully web-based. Now I'm comparing the business and personal over here. You can see Quicken Classic Business and Personal to Quicken Business and Personal. Now again, their new web-based product, they are branding just as Quicken. I'm calling it Quicken New Web-Based just for extra clarity. They then, of course, made their old locally installed product. They call that Quicken Classic now. So they're moving the company into the future and going fully web-based. Now, question as to which would I choose, the Classic or the quote-unquote new? I think in general, the answer is you're going to go with the new product. You're going to go with Quicken Web-Based, Personal and Business, or Simplifi. For about a year, they came out with the Quicken New Web-Based, but it was only Simplifi. So they didn't have one that offered some invoicing or job tracking or any business features. Now they finally came out with that product earlier this year. So eventually, I'm sure the Quicken Classic product will not get new users. However, it has a huge user base as it is, yours truly included. I think they're going to continue to support the product and update it for a long time to come. So I'm not thinking about switching myself, but eventually I might. The big problem about switching, if you are a current Quicken Classic user, is they don't have any tool to convert your data from Quicken Classic to Quicken New Web-Based. So you would have to abandon your historic data, keep that on your computer using Quicken Classic, and then be going forward with Quicken New. So you'd probably want to adopt Quicken New on the turn of the year or something like that. But if you're a brand new user of personal finance software and Quicken, you're probably going to go with the new product. But here you can see the difference. Obviously, this is web-based. I'm in a browser. This is locally installed. Here, come back. Obviously, this looks like old software. This looks like modern new software. But overall, the concept is the same. For personal finance software, in most softwares, you're going to have a collection of all your accounts, bank accounts, credit cards, savings accounts. You're going to have assets and liabilities, namely that's going to be your home and your mortgage. Maybe you have a car and a car loan. Maybe you have your student loans. You can also put all your brokerage accounts in here. Quicken is really good about managing brokerage accounts really well. So I think for the average user, you're going to find everything you need in the new web-based version. And of course, it's going to have great features that the old software does not have, like multi-user access is one. In the personal and business, one of the best new features is the fact that you can integrate Stripes. So on your invoices, you can collect credit card payments and bank ACHs. You cannot do that on the invoices feature in Quicken Classic. One thing that I like to point out for the business users is that neither software has a built-in journal entry function, but you can hack journal entries by just creating a offline liability account and put in $0 transactions using the splits. You can do that successfully in both softwares, so that's good. One thing that Quicken Classic currently has over the Quicken New that's important is in Quicken Classic, you can do a massive amount of types of reports and you can customize them very fine-tunedly. And then you can save those reports. That's the most important thing, so that you don't have to bring up a report and customize it again, like for a time period, say, or to include these categories and not those categories. Far as I can tell right now, you cannot save a report that you customize here in Quicken Classic. I'm really surprised that that option does not exist in here. I would hope and imagine that they're going to figure out how to add that in. But in general, you're not going to have many ways to customize reports. And for Quicken Classic users like myself, there's definitely going to be, if I switched over, there's going to be things that I can't do in here that I can do in Quicken Classic that are going to bum me out. But then again, there's probably going to be a lot of positive things that I like. I will say for clients of mine, business clients where I were in QuickBooks, when I switched from QuickBooks Desktop to QuickBooks Online, I was resistant, and it was like lots of things were not the same and I couldn't do lots of things. But I did quickly realize that there were many new things I could do in QuickBooks Online that were hard in QuickBooks Desktop, and I'm kind of a convert now. So, and obviously Quicken's going to support this new product more so than the old. But again, I do think they're going to continue to support the old product. So I'll show you really quickly what the Quicken Mac version of. So if you're running a Mac, I actually run the Quicken Mac version because some of my clients are on Macs and we share files, and I'm in Quicken Mac. But this is what Quicken Mac looks like. It's a more modern kind of looking thing. It's very more Mac too, but it is also locally installed and runs a database file that's on the computer. It works very similar to Quicken Classic. It doesn't have as many features as Quicken Classic does, but Quicken Classic Windows does, but it has most of them. It's got a couple features of its own that are kind of cool. I would say last thing I'll end on is, in general, there's tons of preferences in Quicken Classic Windows that you can modify stuff and customize the way it looks and works and so on. You don't have as many features to modify and so on in the web-based version as you can imagine. Probably for most people, they would never even go in here and even tweak things. A lot of people that I help with Quicken Classic, I'll go in and help and go, hey, you can make it like this or that. And they go, oh, that's awesome. I wish I knew that 5 years ago. Even Quicken Mac, frankly, does not have as many options to customize, but it'll probably have more than the new web-based version. There you go. Probably not a hard decision if you're a new user. I'm just going to say go web-based. That's the future, obviously, and that product, I'm assuming, is going to continue to get better and better, but it's pretty good as it is. If you have a business, you're going to go with personal business. If you don't have a business and you don't want invoicing and you don't need job tracking, you're probably going to go with Quicken Simplifi or start there. Last thing I'll say is if you have real estate and you're looking for something that also manages your real estate, and you're going on the Quicken website and you say, hey, how would I manage my real estate? It's going to direct you to Quicken Classic Business and Personal, which also has some real estate management features in it. Those features are not even in the Mac or in the web-based. But I will say, to put you at ease, I have real estate. I don't actually use these features anymore. I never found it to be a great set of tools. It was actually good and cool, but a little too cumbersome to use. And I just simplified my real estate setup to have a set of categories for each property. But I would say you probably would go with the business version, because you can set up your properties as a business in here, and then you could have invoicing for your properties and project tracking and have some features you might need. I wouldn't let this rental property set of tools hold you back from going to web-based. I think it's going to be abandoned at some point because it's not even in the Mac and it's pretty old. All right. Thanks so much. See you later.